Mheshimiwa.
Morning, Bwana DCC.
Yeah, thank you so much. It is unfortunate the incident we experienced. I want to be frank that the scene of the incident that we've just had is a riparian reserve. Being a riparian reserve, of course, it was littered with all manner of informal structures. It is unfortunate because we have allowed this to be the case for quite a while. And it is our belief that if we allowed these informal structures to come back again, certainly we will go back to the same scenario we've just experienced. So as a responsible government, I think, and officials on the ground, our decision and suggestion is that we better have an alternative for people other than allowing informal structures in the manner that it were, and expect a different result from what happened recently.
And Moses, yes, we understand that you're saying that this is a riparian land that should not be housing traders or even markets there. But this is not the first time that you're seeing authorities coming at a time when there is a tragedy. All this time, you must have known that this is a riparian land. Why now? Why didn't you at that time, before even the fire struck?
What will really interest you is that over the last 3 weeks, we had issued notices actually along all the riparian areas and public utilities, road reserves, including way leaves, or on power lines. So there is a program on Nairobi regeneration that is ongoing now, and we had actually issued notices to all those living along, way leaves, all these riparian reserves. It is unfortunate that it is coming in at a time when there was actually work in progress to clear up all these areas.
And Deputy County Commissioner, before we let you go, we understand that the traders there are planning to start demonstrations because they are opposed to this decision. What would you tell them to do now? Because they have lost livelihood, they have lost property. What should they do?
Mheshimiwa Yusuf has just indicated about the long-term program for Gikomba. Not only the timber section that caught fire on Thursday, there is a whole program on redevelopment of Gikomba. It is a massive program to have a modern integrated market, complete with all the amenities, just what we have in any modern establishment. Now, there is need for an understanding here because we can't live this way forever. The president has given direction that there is need to have a modern integrated market here in Gikomba, commensurate with the city status of Nairobi. For heaven's sake, we have had a lot of discussions with all the stakeholders in Gikomba, including the leadership of the traders here. They are aware about this program. What happened on Thursday morning is unfortunate for all of us. We lost lives, we lost property. Some of them are saying, oh, we are coming in as government to cause more problems to them. But look here, we can't allow them to rebuild on the riparian, hoping that things will change.
Right.
What we should do is to have a buy-in from the traders that we need to look at a lasting solution to the perennial fire problems. Right. If you allowed me to give you a chronology of fire incidences,
carry on.
From, time immemorial, you will discover that we have lost a lot, not as individual traders, but even as a country, in terms of property and all that. Now, going forward, we really need to sit as responsible citizens, traders with government and other stakeholders to have a way out of this problem from here going forward. So the program on Gikomba development is on. The concept document has been worked on. All the modalities are on course. And we hope, of course, everything has a financial implication, and the government is working on this. So the fact that maybe, there is a bit of, delay doesn't mean there is nothing on the works.
And
I'm sure...
Mr. Lilan, I want to interject to disrupt you, but talking about these fires that have been affecting the market, which you have just insinuated, do you know who is burning? I don't know for how long you have been within that sub-county, but do you know who has been burning this market? Why do we have these incidences every other time?
A lot of dimensions are in play, yeah? Because, of course, it's an informal area. The way the Gikomba is built, temporary structures all over. So more often than not, it is one, you will find scenarios where sometimes it is accidental fires, sometimes people are tapping electricity illegally, sometimes it is arson. All these come into play because of the informal nature of the Gikomba market. Yeah, we will have a way out if we get a permanent solution to ensure that we modernize Gikomba. If we leave it the way it is and expect a different result, I think we will be doing a lot of disservice. So I'm asking the traders, let's engage. Government is willing. It has availed its time and resources to ensure that we have a program that will modernize Gikomba now and in the future.
And Mr. Lilan, with the directive that there should be no rebuilding of the stalls, does that also affect the structures that are already coming up at the area? Talking about residential areas, we have seen city county government wall that has been marked X. Will those structures be affected?
Yeah, there is a team that was on the ground, the National Building Inspectorate. They have done an assessment of the permanent buildings that were banned. And there is a recommendation, of course, which is coming out shortly. And any building that does not meet the minimum standards in terms of safety will surely be brought down.
Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Moses Lilan, the Deputy County Commissioner for Kamukunji, for speaking to us on that matter affecting Gikomba market within Kamukunji constituency. And back in studio, Mheshimiwa, you have heard the DCC talking, saying that there will be no rebuilding and that the traders should wait for this plan